I thought today, well, this afternoon, might want to start getting into some of the maintenance and whatnot I was talking about on this thing in another video. We just had the flood of my fucking lifetime, and this poor guy went through it. Made a mess, but the engine's fine, didn't get flooded, but it was up there. I mean, it was fucking up there. I don't know, I cleared a lot of this shit out, but the deck is all packed full of shit under there, and yeah, well, just remnants of the raging river that came through here carrying all the debris and whatnot. Yeah, so I gotta get these covers off here. There is a zerk fitting there for the bearings. Well, you can't see it, but I can see it. I can't fucking get it with those covers on. Regardless, I gotta blast the deck off anyway. It's all full of schmoo. And yeah, I'm gonna need this to mow this week. So yeah, I'm going to set up here and go over the handful of zerk fittings, show you where they're at. And I'm not looking up in the manual or anything. I'm just doing what's obvious. So yeah, I mean, if you don't know, hey, you're gonna see it discovered along with me. And yeah, hey, we'll have some fun getting greasy. All right, I'm gonna set up here and we're gonna get into her. Whew, that was a little bit more involved than I thought. Well, I'm kind of thinking that Deere John here, he didn't want you to do any of this without taking the deck off, because found good places to hide the bolts. They made it damn difficult to get these covers off. So I'm one of those people that yeah, I don't think those covers are gonna go back on. Whatever, for the shit that I'm doing, just not necessary. And all they ended up doing, as you can clearly see, when the flood waters came, well, all the shit got packed in there, and yeah, couldn't get out. So it's in there. One nice thing about a tiny camera, you can stick it almost anywhere. So yeah, there is, hopefully you can see it, pointing at it. It's right in front of my finger. There's a zerk fitting for this bearing, and there'll be one on the other side too, but it's really in there. I mean, there is a cutout. I suppose you could, there's all kinds of goofy attachments for grease guns. I only have a couple of the basic things. I don't have the extensions and all that. Anyway, you're not getting in there with, you know, without fighting. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put those covers back on. Put the bolts back in the holes so they don't get lost. But yeah, so anyway, that's remnants of well, the flood. And I'll put a link to, at the end of this video when I'm done, and the somewhere in here, maybe a card, one of those cards. I'll I don't know where it was going to be, on one side or the other, but I'll tell you what, this shit drives a man to drink. That's all there is to it. But all right, so I'm gonna start blasting this thing off with some high pressure and start giving her the schmoo. All right, next. Just real quick here, I thought I'd point this out. You see what I see? I mean, that's not broken. That's the belt rubbed right the fuck through. And it's not because the belt, you know, is sloppy. I guess once you release the tension, it'll start flapping around these pulleys. It's going to get a little enlarged due to rotating mass and all that jazz, and it's whacking these covers. So I mean, and that's a critical point here. I mean, because that's one of the bolt holes. That's one of the mounting points. And yeah, it's rubbing through over here. The same on the other side. They're all getting chewed the fuck up. All that Yeah, so fuck these covers. They ain't going back on. They're not doing me no good. So, yeah, just thought I'd quick show and tell. All right, enough of that. I want both my hands. So yeah, show you when it's done. It occurs to me those plastic covers are doing a little more than just acting as guards. That's why they're getting a little beat up on the inside. That's why they're getting a lot beat up on the inside. But anywho, I cleaned this up pretty good anyway. Pretty damn good enough. You see this right here? That little J-hook? Well, that's, you know, whatever, 5/16 inch steel that's specifically bent like that to cover the full width of the pulley. Because when you disengage, especially at wide open throttle, this belt is just going to be slapping the fucking band. I mean, it's just bad. It's just whipping around. It will fly right off of these pulleys, and that's what these covers were doing. I'm more than sure of it, because there are none of these J-hooks on this ass end here. I'm still not going to put the covers back on. There's an easy way of defeating that. Just throttle down, slow disengagement. It's that simple. I have the same problem with my Simplicity, my other tractor. If you're not careful, I mean, if you just quickly disengage it, it'll throw the belt. It'll do it every fucking time. It's freaking annoying. I have no doubt this will do the same thing. Fucking bug. I got him. I don't know where he is, but I got him. Whatever. Yeah, forgot what I was saying now. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I ain't putting those fucking covers back on. It was a pain in the ass to get them off, and all it does was clog up and hold dirt and debris. Well, you saw it. So, a little common sense is worth, I don't know, 10 pounds of cure, right? Something like that. Anywho, I see the transmission back there. I just saw that. Here, check that out. I don't know if there's enough light to see it. Man, these little cameras are great. Check that shit out. I can't see it, but you can, I guess. Fuck yeah. Anywho, so anyway, I'm going to, I'm going to grease this. This is a little trick I learned many years ago. If you're going to put grease in, you're going to use a lot of hydraulic pressure to get past that little ball and seat right there. I hope you can see it. Yeah, can you see it? That guy right there. Zerk fitting. You don't want any dirt on that, and the easy way of getting rid of, you know, any dirt and debris is, well, good old WD-40. Just give her, you know, there you go. It's about as clean as it's ever going to get. Now you just wipe it off with a towel. And ballamo. There you go. Put your hose on and pump her full of schmoo. Yeah, because, well, obviously, any dirt that's stuck there, you're just going to literally shove it right into the bearings, and that's never a good idea. So, yeah, there's that one. These wheels here, well, let me turn the wheel. Oh, that's nasty. But you get the idea. Cleans it off real nice. Towels are cheap, but yeah, you see what I'm doing anyway. I'm gonna, and there's a zerk fitting right there, which I gotta get to. I gotta grease them up and yeah, move on with this story. All right, I got her greased up. Did both sides. I mean, this side's the same as the other, vice versa. No need to show both sides, but what I'm curious about, and I guess we're going to learn together. I'm more than sure that I'm correct here, but we're going to learn together. Am I correct? Can I keep these covers off, still use the mower without throwing belts? Let's find out, shall we? I just thought real quick I'd show you that, well, with or without these guards, the belt still slaps around. See what I mean? Yep, that's what those covers do. Well, fuck. God damn it. I was gentle on that. I could have gone slower. Let me reset and try that again. I really don't want to put those covers back on. Yeah, I guess you can. I'm gonna go real slow. Ha! Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Fuck yeah, I can. Yeah, you just got to go slow enough until that braking engages. I don't know if you saw it before. I don't know if you knew what it was if you did see it, but this right here, that's a brake. I mean, you can physically see how it touches the outer diameter of the pulley there, and it just slows it down. Well, it stops it physically. So yeah, as long as I'm real gentle, I'll keep the belt on. Just got to remember to do that. Fuck those covers. All they're doing is wearing away anyway. I mean, they're meant to be sacrificial, so they're doing their job. But yeah, I packed her full of grease everywhere. Everywhere I saw a zerk fitting, I'm using this Pennzoil. Oh, it's a multi-purpose grease, but it's molybdenum. That's why it's black. The moly in the grease makes it black. It's the best shit I've ever used, so I keep on using it. It's not terribly expensive, but the moly is good stuff. It gets into the pores and the cracks and the scratches and all imperfections of any kind of metal, and it stays there, and it provides this microfilm on everything, and to it fills in those scratches. So as the metal wears away, it's constantly being relubed by remnants of the moly stuck in, well, scratches and pits and divots and that kind of stuff. But anywho, well, that was step one. I'm sure you heard the ticking, tick 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 tick. That's the valves. This thing's supposed to be done at 200 miles, yeah, 200 hours. Well, it's only got 100 and, I don't know, 100 and something. What's it say? 156. So it's close enough. I don't care. It's making too much ticky noise for me. So I've already done an oil change on it. I found a proper oil filter, not the Briggs & Stratton. I like Wix. Wix is my, well, Fram is okay. I mean, Wix is okay. At least you know what you're getting. It's a brand name. You buy Briggs & Stratton, it's made by any cheap-ass Chinese company. You know, the cheapest bidder is who's making their shit. I mean, unless somebody can inform me otherwise, I'd rather buy something that I know what it is. And, well, Wix is expensive, so... but, you know, they're used in the racing industry all over, so, you know, I trust them. Anyway, it took me a while to find the crossover, but I found it. And, yeah, so I did the oil change. It's running on synthetics. I got to do the transmission. I want to check it anyway. I want to just check the fluid in that. I'm not doing it today. I cared about getting this thing ready to mow. It already drives forwards, backwards, so, I mean, you know, it's working good enough for the moment. The flood water was, you know, basically up to the frame, but it didn't get up to the engine. It was bad, though. It was so bad. Yeah, I cared about getting this cleaned up, so now I can mow. And yeah, I'm gonna get into not today, but later on. We'll do the valve adjustment on this. Check the transmission differential, transmission/differential. Go over that. And yeah, that'll be the maintenance series. Then I want to put on a trailer hitch, which I have. You wait till you see that thing. That's awesome. I'm glad I bought it. I mean, well, you'll see. You'll see it when you see it. But anywho, all right, that's going to wrap up here for today. We're going to get into the valve adjustment next, and that'll be next. Hey, I don't know. Everybody's guilty of it at some points throughout their lifetime. I had a brain fart. Well, whatever. The error has cleared. Check this out. Right? Nothing to it, nothing to it. Working fine. Fucking duh. Right? Stupid like a fox. I know. Duh. It just hit me. I went inside to cool off, grab a beer, and why don't you just shut the engine off, you fucking idiot? So, yeah. There you go. Problem solved.